Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, thumbs up, notification. Go to the links below, Patreon, email me if you want. Follow me on social media. Buy a t-shirt from the Teespring link. It's all below in the description of the video. So, part 1 video for the Gemini, it cut off. I was on the Five of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. I mean, the Five of Pentacles is telling you that with the Four of Pentacles, your subconscious is right. That you need to be conservative with your money and be a little selfish. But that when being selfish doesn't mean spending it on you. It means not spending it at all. Because you might not have any money if you spend it. The Five of Pentacles, but there's the Three of Cups, and it's telling you it. So if you get invited to a party, go. There's going to be good news from the gossip, possibly. This Queen of Swords is a Gemini. It may have to do with what you did. And she is a very ruthless, unforgiving person, possibly, on the negative aspect. So don't piss her off. Tread lightly, whoever you may have done something that could piss them off, because they do see you and they have compassion, they love you, they take care of you, whatever. Queen of Cups, keep it clean, clean up the house. Don't speak your mind. No. She's gonna cut. She will cut it and be done with you, because she will see through your bullshit. So keep your conversations to a minimum of barely trying to keep it cordial. Don't speak your heart. Don't speak your mind. Don't say anything about what you're feeling or what the reason why you did what you did. Don't even let that come up. That's my suggestion. Alright, so on part 1, I pulled out the Druid Craft Tarot deck I got today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it for the other readings, but I'm going to go ahead and start now, and from now on, we'll do it for all the readings, since I got it today. This deck is huge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one card for each area of the spread. So that's 3 cards. So the title of this video is If They Only Knew. Now this also, the reason why it may be it's playing out in a good way is because it's like, if they only knew what I've been through and what I've done for people. That might be it. That might be if they only knew all the things that I've endured to help, or to put up with, or to ignore, or whatever. That might be it too. And it might have nothing to do with what you may have done wrong. It may just have to do with what they have done to you. And if that's the case, you may have fears of what you might do. You might call the cops on somebody. You might get somebody in trouble. You might cause, and you're afraid that you might do that, and you don't want to. So you want things to stay in a nice, clean environment and be good. And it shows that it is, and things aren't. That might be it. There's 2 ways to look at this. So either way, it's going to play out just fine for you, as long as you put in the work. And that might piss you off if it has to do with what you've accomplished or what you've been through. It might piss you off that you have to continue to put in the hard work. But that's the way you're going to get the good outcome of the Seven of Pentacles. And you might get a break after that. I mean, you got the Ace of Wands. It's kind of the issue. Kind of having to do something different a little bit. Instead of being that Ten of Swords energy of look what I've been through. Poor me. You might have to be like, suck it up, Buttercup. Alright. What is the overall meaning of the Celtic Cross for Virgo in February of 2020? 9 of Wands. Nine of Wands. Meaning you have emerged from a struggle but are worried that worse is to come. Remain cautious. Fear and conflict ultimately spring from within. Having been wounded, you may isolate yourself as a means of defense. Difficulty accepting your achievements, strengths, and talents. Recovery from an illness open up to wholeness and healing. I mean, it's kind of like what I was saying. Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands reverse, Chariot. Subconscious, Four of Pentacles. Three of Swords in reverse for what you're thinking about. The Queen of Cups is helpful in challenging energies. What is the overall meaning of the Celtic staff for Virgo in February of 2020? Two of Swords. You may bring about a temporary reconciliation. Eventually the storm clouds will break and the conflict will be resolved. You may be struggling with a dilemma, a need for diplomacy, negotiation, and integrity. Knowing when to confront, when to decide, and when to placate, calm, or compromise. That's why you have the King of Swords as your fears, the Two of Cups as your environment, the Magician as your hopes and wishes, and the Seven of Pentacles as your outcome. What is the overall meaning for the fan? Additional clues and guidance about the reading for Virgo in February of 2020. Seven of Wands in reverse. You may be struggling with other people's objections to your actions, feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or embarrassed, extreme difficulty with coming to a decision, uncertainty may impede success. So, this reading is to help you not be uncertain. There you go. Figure it out. You know your situation better than I do. I'm just here to place out a map to see, because there's something called fog of war in some games that have to do with a map. And what the fog of war does is it covers it so you can't see who's coming and who's going. Alright? So this is the map. And I'm trying to show you who's coming and who's going. Or what you're doing and what you're not doing. Alright. Getting into the Tarot deck where I ask about each specific card. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse here for the current situation for Virgo in February of 2020? The Hangman in reverse. So the Hangman is being hung up right. Now remember, so with the Druid Craft Tarot deck, if they're in reverse, they don't mean what I usually say about reverse cards. They have their own specific meaning for reverse or not reverse, okay? So there's two meanings for each card, and I read which one applies for the situation. So like the Seven of Wands, I didn't read you what the meaning of it is for when it's not reversed. I read you the one that says reversed. Now, this Epic Tarot deck doesn't have that. So, if it doesn't have a reverse meaning, it just means that it's not the full effect of the card. It's kind of why the card is there. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? This is kind of why. Let me tell you. The Lady of Visions, drinking deeply from the mysteries of life, helps reconnect us with the divine. The cost is fear, but the gift is wisdom. Once we give ourselves up to mysteries, our understanding is changed forever. Now, Odin hung himself upside down from a tree so he can get a different perspective. That's why the Ace of Wands there, because you're getting a new perspective, a new beginning with passion, from your passion, or new passion. Why is the Queen of Cups here for helpful or challenging energies? Wrong deck. Why is the Queen of Cups here for the helpful or challenging energies? The Seven of Chalices in reverse. The reason you're having that clean house energy, helpful or challenging, is, this is kind of accurate for you, becoming a servant to an idea. No, that's the wrong one, sorry. Despite the number of chalices in your life, sometimes space creates a need for a new chalice. Attend to this desire, spend time with it, examine it. Determine the perfect chalice to fill the yearning. I mean, that's, you have to go back to the Ace of Wands, new passion. So you gotta get rid of some old stuff, either in your mind or in your subconscious or in your heart. Clean the house, clean the clutter, sell some old stuff that you haven't used in a long time, physically and metaphysically. Why is the Four of Pentacles here in the base of the situation for Virgo in February of 2020? Every card so far, this is 3 in a row, has been in reverse. It tells me that you don't even know. It's probably why you're watching this video. You're like, I don't know what the hell's going on in my life. I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe it's one of those situations where, like, what did I do? And, you feel like you don't even know what you did wrong. But for some reason, the world or things or people are giving you this impression that you did something wrong. Maybe you did and you forgot. Griffin of Chalices. The chalice in action. All the dreams, sweetness, and love in the world slip away as if they were never were, if they are not acted on. Action gives them power and direction. With power comes responsibility. Use it wisely. Remember what Four of Pentacles meant. If you don't know, go watch part 1 again. Go look up Four of Pentacles. I read the words for you, key words and phrases. This is all about karma. Some karma we deal with doesn't make sense in our lives because we aren't aware or awaken or know our past lives and what we did in a past life. Maybe how we did this to we tricked somebody else and took advantage of somebody else, and this is how they felt. So now it's your turn. And if that pisses you off, you get triggered by that, then that means it hit home. Okay? And if you're like, that's not right, that's not fair, that's bullshit, then you obviously don't know how the universe works. Go learn some quantum physics. Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here in the immediate past for Virgo in February of 2020? Unicorn of Swords. Not in reverse. Ten of Swords and Unicorn of Swords. The Unicorn of Swords, the Sword of Truth. There is truth and there is truth. No truth is absolute, but some truth spring from and spread pain. Some truth springs from our noblest parts, unsullied and clear. Chase after those truths. Now, if what I said really, really bothered you that much, just remember it's temporary. Okay? Not only that, but you're not freaking in a dungeon being tortured, so relax, please. And if you are in a dungeon being tortured, how are you watching this video? Three of Swords in reverse. Why is this here for the Crown of Thoughts for Virgo in February of 2020? The Eight of Spheres in reverse. It's 4 out of 5 cards in reverse. It's telling me that you're like, I kind of feel it, kind of get it, and now. Being stubborn. Eight of Spheres. The Sphere entangled. You are facing a task that requires patience and finesse. You cannot rush this process or you risk ruining everything. Take things one slow and steady step at a time. You got impatient and you hurt people's feelings. You felt bad. That's what's going on. Why is the Chariot here in the immediate future for Virgo in February of 2020? The Two of Swords. Swords and chalices. Or cups. Swords and cups. With some pentacles. Oh yeah, she was in reverse. Two of Swords. It's 5 out of 6 cards in reverse. The sword has two sides. It is said that a hard choice is not always a big one, but one where both choices are nearly equal. When rationality isn't enough, you may have to go with the heart, even if the mind isn't happy about it. That's how you're going to triumph. Tell your mind to shut up and let your heart come out. But don't do it to the Queen of Swords. If she will fucking cut you a new asshole. That Gemini, you will get screwed. And not in a good way. Why is the King of Swords here for the fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation for Virgo, February of 2020? Look at yourself. Look at yourself. You see it? I'm showing you a mirror. You see what's in that mirror? You see it? Scary monster. It's a giant grizzly bear. Or a giant, not grizzly bear. It's a giant, polar bear. You see yourself? Strength. A shield tamer. There is no need to fight others directly. Be a compassionate reflection, showing people themselves. Being a servant and proclaimer of truth is the strongest action. Calm yourself. Calm your fear. The fear you're having fears about getting in trouble or consequences or what you might do because you're a freaking monster inside. You know, you could be that beautiful person that's calming the beast, though, by showing itself what you look like. I mean, you've got the Ace of Wands as a new passion. Be a calm, cuddly polar bear. Or be all ferocious. Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here for the environmental factors and how others see you? Virgo, February 2020. Okay, the reason the Two of Cups is there is because the Two of Chalices, which is Two of Cups. The reason the Two of Cups is there is because it's Two of Cups. It's just that people love you. Get over yourself. It's not as bad as you think. Fears. You don't have to act like, you don't have to hurt people. You don't have to be a scary monster. Tame yourself. Be that Queen of Cups. Pisces. Compassion. Feeling love for yourself. Cleaning your house. Cleaning your environment. Cleaning yourself. Cleaning everything. New beginning, new passion, transformation, Phoenix. That's the theme of this February month for everybody. The chalice shared, intimacy blossoms and harmony grows as two hearts draw close to each other in a balanced and loving relationship. Nourish what nourishes you. Care for it and keep it safe. People see you like that. That's how people. You're a Virgo. People see you in a good, compassionate, loving person, sharing things and being nice. Why is the Magician here for hopes and fears for Virgo in February of 2020? The Griffin of Swords. Hold on a second. I just realized I read the Griffin of Chalices. I am so sorry. And it's the Phoenix of Chalices. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay. So back here on the Four of Pentacles, I'm sorry, I messed up. So I'm going to read the Four of Pentacles. Maybe this has to do with that's why I did that. Let's see. What is the Griffin, I did it again. What does the Phoenix of Chalices say? The Chalice reward, love and as expressed between two people may change or even die. By experiencing the pain of loss and practicing emotional maturity, love in a heart is reborn, free to find new expression in the world. So that's why your subconscious is like, I need to hold on to these resources I have. I need to conserve them. Probably has to do with the Ten of Swords as well, and the Unicorn of Swords. Truth. Someone was honest with you and it hurt your feelings. And so now you're having to face yourself, deal with what you're capable of, and have a transition. Let's see what the Griffin of Swords says here. The sword in action, combining a noble truth with action is the best way to honor that truth. A close held belief is almost meaningless unless it is manifest in the world through your actions. That's why you hope and wish for the magician manifesting, to have that manifestation power. Maybe you had it before and you lost it. Being able to manifest whatever you need or wanted. And you're hoping for it again. Well, let's see what the Seven of Pentacles says. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for outcome for Virgo in February of 2020? The Eight of Swords. Alright, so you're tied up. Your inner beast has got a dagger in it. It's around the corner. Demons, whatever you want to call them. And the enigma of the sword. When in a difficult situation with no apparent way out, the solution can be found in the least obvious place. Find out what is causing the pain of your attacker and heal it. If you're attacking yourself, or if you did something to someone else, heal it. That's why you have the outcome of the Seven of Pentacles. And it's going to be hard work, but it's going to pay out. You're going to get it. You're going to be rewarded for it. Remember, you have the Two of Swords, too, up there from the Druid deck on your Celtic, or what that said on the Celtic staff. And then you also have the Nine of Wands for your Celtic Cross, and the Seven of Wands in reverse for your fan. Alright, Sacred Power reading cards. So I'm going to pull one card for the overall reading of everything. All the cards. And I'm going to ask, why is the Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords here for additional clues and guidance about the reading for Virgo in February of 2020? Source. As a source of comfort and hope, prayer thoughts strengthen your life and your faith in life and divine consciousness. Life isn't always happiness and joy. Experiencing sadness and sorrow is a part of life. Turning to prayer during times of trouble and darkness opens pathways for the divine will to act on your behalf. The power of prayer can be accessed by anyone, anywhere, at any time. When positive energy exists within and around us, it can help us balance any physical or mental condition. Divine Source speaks to us through prayer when we truly surrender our fear and open our heart to pure love. People tend to turn to prayer only in times of trouble. In fact, they should offer prayer even in good times to show gratitude and thanks for the blessings they have received. A continued flow of divine surrender opens us to new possibilities while increasing our strength on a spiritual level. Have faith. The Ascended Masters in heavenly realms will respond in divine deliverance if you surrender your heart to receive. By being open to the work of miracles, you allow your universal synchronicities to bless you in abundance. Prayer helps you mind and body to become one. Divine communication is strong right now. Messages from loved ones, angels, Ascended Masters, and Divine Source are brought to you now. Pay attention to thoughts, loving feelings, and impressions you receive during and after prayer. Invoke your spiritual power and blessings from heavenly hosts and deities by surrendering to faith with open-hearted routine prayer. The power of prayer is strengthened by your spiritual state. Mantras open doors for divine communication. Using a prayer or dharma wheel brings purification and value to your heart's request. Right now, pray for the miracle you need. You are being divinely assisted. Affirmation: from the light of God that I am, I clear and open the way for divine miracles. I surrender my heart to 100% pure light consciousness. I embrace divine will through love and faith.